Welcome to ELVPrasadTechzone. Now let us see what are solid principles which are to be used for implementing object oriented programming features. So solid principles generally we feel that which are building blocks of object oriented programming. So generally, while implementing these object-oriented programming features for any of the OOPS programming languages, that may be any Scala, Python, or C# or Java. So any of the languages we implement this object-oriented programming features. These solid principles should be considered while implementing real-world entities. So what are the solid? Let us see here. S transfer, single responsibility principle, O for open close principle, L for Lisco substitution principle, I for interface segregation principle, D for dependency inversion principle. Now let's get into the single responsibility principle. So a class should have one and only one reason to change, meaning that a class should have only one job. So whenever a class is implemented in particular scenario, so that should only have one reason, so that has one job and we can use that particular class for that particular functionality. Open close principle. So in the software entities like objects, entities or modules or functions, so it should be open for extension but closed for modification. So what exactly it tells? So it is suggests us to write our code so that we will be able to add new functionality without changing the existing code. So any class or any module is implemented, so which should be open for extension. So we can inherit that particular class and we can uh, add functionality to that. So that would be the open closed principle. So third one is the Lisco substitution principle. So every subclass or derived class. So its subclass may be, the derived class may be, that should be substitute for their base or parent class in such a way that those derived or subclass should be defined. Interface segregation principle. So here the interface segregation principle states that no code should be forced to depend on methods which does not use. So in any of our clients should not be forced to depend on interfaces that they do not use. So some interfaces are declared. So if any class we are using, our wherever our clients are using, they should not be forced to implement those interfaces because they don't need those kind of functionality. Why do they need to implement those kind of interfaces? So that is not advisable with the interface segregation principle. And last one is the dependency inversion principle. Here entities must depend on abstractions, not on concretions. So it's meaning that the high level module must not depend on the low level module, but they should depend on abstractions. So mainly we can see that uh, here the class should be implemented with the abstractions, not the concrete methods, so that abstract. So wherever we need those particular functionality in our own way, we can implement those abstract methods in the classes. That is the main dependency inversion principle concept. So these are the solid principles, thus we brief simply. So thanks for watching. Like, share and subscribe to ELVPrasadTechzone.